Hey everyone, Justin Smith there, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama magazine. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page. If you're not subscribed to Touchdown Alabama YouTube, do that right now. Hit that subscribe button below for me. Also, be sure to leave a like whether you are subscribed or not. On today, on Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page, of course, I'm breaking down the film of the Crimson Tide's 2022 5-star linebacker commit Jeremiah Alexander out of Thompson High School in Alabaster, Alabama. This is a very intriguing prospect because he stands at 6'2", weighs 235 pounds. He fits the mold of an inside linebacker, but he brings so much as an edge rusher, as an outside rusher, and that is what I want to talk about when watching his film today, and just talk about some of the things he brings to the table. So let's get into his film and just get into what this explosive defensive player brings to the table. This first play here is going to rush off the edge. And John, can you go back just a little tad bit? And I just wanted to just point out this quickly. You're going to see Jeremiah Alexander point to the defensive back, show him to cover the flat. And I think that just shows some of the leadership that Jeremiah Alexander brings to the table. That is something Thompson's head coach, Mark Freeman, really talked about when I got an opportunity to catch up with him just before Alexander committed to Alabama. But we can get everything back rolling now. We're going to see Jeremiah Alexander rushing from the edge here, showing that violent streak that he has as he basically, the guy helmet comes off and he's going to carry the guy's helmet to the sideline. This guy definitely has that mean streak in him, and it comes out a lot when he's at that inside linebacker position, and he's a dangerous player at that linebacker position, rushing off the edge. So hard to contain. One of those guys you're going to have to game plan for when you go against the Thompson Warrior defense. He's going to play inside linebacker here, which is something he does for Thompson at times. He's going to take on the block, basically destroys the offensive lineman, and it is fun to watch him take on blocks, show off his explosiveness, get onto the open field. This is a guy who embraces that contact. You want to see that out of an edge rusher. Will Anderson is a guy who really does that really well for the Crimson Tide right now. We're going to see him lining up at the edge position again, showing off that explosiveness, attacking the football. Once he sees where the play is going, he's going to attack it. And attack it with a lot of violence, with that mean streak. Once again, taking on blocks, not afraid to embrace that contact. And that play right there, we get a chance to see, you can go back a little bit right there, John. On that particular play, we get a chance to see his explosiveness, his quickness, showing that he is a guy who, he went unblocked there, but you see how fast he got to the quarterback. That he is a guy who has some explosiveness, some quickness off the snap. He can also get to the backfield with that quickness. So he is a versatile edge rusher who brings a lot to the table. Once again, taking on the block, powering through those big offensive linemen with that 6'2", 235-pound frame. You're going to see him in an unfamiliar position right there because it looks like the Hoover defense was in more of a wing tee box type of look. Another play where he's playing inside linebacker, playing standing up, showing that he is a guy who can do that. Once again, powering through offensive linemen. You're going to consistently see that throughout the film. Patience. I like the patience on that particular play. He waited to see where the play was going. You can see him breaking down in that particular play, breaking down, making sure that no one gets advantage of him if he was to come one-on-one with that talented running back out of here at Trussville High School right there. He's going to come on a straight blitz right there, getting to the quarterback once he saw basically the Red Sea open, and he was able to attack the football. We see him in pass coverage there, which is a position where I feel he may need to improve at in the future, but I don't feel he would play inside linebacker, the inside linebacker position in Tuscaloosa full time. I think he will be more of an edge rusher who has the potential to develop into a guy who can drop back in coverage effectively. Once again, showing he could play sideline to sideline. He runs through that tackle. Did you guys see? He basically ran through the guy to make that tackle, and that is another impressive thing that he does with that strength, with the speed that he goes along with the tank frame that he has. He can run through tackles. Again, fighting off the block, getting to the quarterback. breaking down. I like there was another play where he broke down, making sure that he knew where the running back was going, because that running back could have broke that outside, but he's a guy who's containing the edge, turning his body more so towards the inside. So he breaks down, making the runner turn to play more into the inside where he had help. So he was pretty effective on that play as well. That explosiveness, that quickness, getting into the backfield, showing his awareness out on this particular play. We see another part of his game showing off that awareness and that knowledge, knocking down the ball, putting his hands up once he saw the quarterback released it. Another knowledgeable play. Read that it could have been a play where it was a play action play. It could have been handed off to the running back. Broke down, making sure the running back did not get the ball, attacked the quarterback, created pressure. That is another play. Can you go back a little bit, John? I really like that play as well. Although he did not get to the quarterback, you can tell that he was causing pressure all night, and the quarterback was aware that he was a talented edge rusher. Once that lineman got in his face, just Jeremiah Alexander's presence made the quarterback feel uncomfortable, and that's another thing he brings to the table when he's consistently getting after the quarterback. Another patient play, that when the running back was trying to bounce the ball back outside, he waited to see what was going to happen. He was able to react to it very quickly. So as you guys can see, this is a talented prospect out of Thompson High School in Alabama, an explosive athlete. Mark Freeman, the Thompson's head football coach, told me that he feels Alexander is the best edge rusher in the country. When you take a look at his film, you can definitely see why he is going to hold on possibly to that claim throughout this 2022 recruiting cycle. An explosive athlete who brings some quickness as an edge rusher as well. Could develop a little bit more as a pass coverage type of guy, and I think that is going to add some versatility to his game, especially with him having that frame. This is a guy who could possibly see some time at inside linebacker if Alabama needs him to go there, and I think that is another upside of his game in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching Touchdown Alabama's YouTube page today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below. Also be sure to leave a like whether you are subscribed or not. I am Justin Smith, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama magazine.